Precious. Hello friends, this is Precious and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to do a ICD 10cm book tutorial. This will be a very helpful video for our beginner coder friends or to our student friends who are just starting their coding or medical coding journey. So we are going to find the correct diagnosis codes by using the 2 steps. So let me give you a tour of our book right here. So this is our book. This is the ICD 10cm book 2024 version. This is actually the book that I purchased during my CRC certification course. This is from AAPC, and as you can see, I have this book already tabbed because tabbing your book will be really helpful and efficient in your studying. So let's have a little tour. Again, this is the ICD 10cm book, and we have in here the tabs. So first we have our guidelines, the ICD 10cm official guidelines for coding and reporting 2024. This is very important for learning how to code diagnosis codes, especially when you are an HCC coder. You are only coding diagnosis codes. So we have here first the ICD 10cm guidelines that here, and then another tab, we have the instructions, the symbols and conditions. We have also the anatomical illustrations, and many more. So after that, we have also the alphabetic index. So here in our video, for our video today, we are going to use the most used tabs here. The alphabetic index, which is here. We have tab here. And then we also have the tabular list. Okay, so these are the 2 that we are really using for today that will help you to find the correct code. And for alphabetic index, this is where you start your search for the code. So it is from A to Z right here. And this is where, again, alphabetic index is where you start to searching for your code. And then you have to confirm, if you found that code already, then you have to confirm that from the tabular list. So, okay, let's start indexing. Let's start finding these codes. And when I say these codes, we are just going to start first with a very basic or easy to find conditions. By the way, in our ICD 10cm book, we also have the neoplasm table. Here you find the different cancers or tumor. And then we also have a table of drugs, different kinds of substances. And also, we also have here the external causes of injuries. All right, friends, are you ready? Let's start our very first condition. Let's start with fever. Okay, so the first thing you are going to do is go to the alphabetic index. Okay, let me find a pen. All right, here. The first thing you will do is actually go to the alphabetic index right here. So go right here. Again, for the alphabetic index, it's already tabbed from A to Z, which is easier for you and for everyone. So we are going to find fever. And remember, in alphabetic index, it's just like using a dictionary. So fever starts with letter F, right? So we are going to find fever. Oopsie, that's so fast. We found here fever. But let's find the very beginning of this condition. And we can actually find that. Let's see here. Yeah, can you see that? We have, let me move our camera so you can see it, or let me zoom in and move our book here. So right here, we found here fever, right? And the code next to that is R50.9. So we have a code of R50.9 for fever from the alphabetic index. And to confirm that code, we have to go to our tabular list. Okay, let's go to our tabular list, which is here. So this is the start of tabular list. And again, in our tabular list, it is also tabbed alphabetically. So in alphabetic index, the fever's code is R50.9, right? So here in the tabular list, to confirm that, we are not going to go to letter F for fever, but we are going to go for letter R for R50.9. So we found the R here. Okay. So this one is R05, as you can see. Here we have R05, but we are going to go to R50.9. So let's find, we have R40 until we get to R50.8, but our code is R50.9. So our R50.9 is somewhere here, right? So let's move our book. As you can see, we already found our fever code, and it says R50.9 for fever. So there you have it. The code for fever is R50.9. We started from the alphabetic index. We found the fever for letter F, and we found R50.9. We confirmed it to the tabular list by starting from R for R50.9, and that is the final code, R50.9 for fever. All right, coder friends, if that first example is not clear yet, let's go find another condition. That condition is called hypertension. Again, let's start our search for that condition from the alphabetic index. Here we go. We are here in the alphabetic index, and we are looking for hypertension. And hypertension starts with letter H, right? So let's go right here. And then it says right here, so we are looking for hypertension. Again, it's like using the dictionary. So let's find and let's look for it until we find HY. And here we have hypersomnia. We are looking for hypertension. I see, I think we, okay, there we go. We found it here. Let's zoom in. Okay, we have here the hypertension, and the code next to it is I-10. Again, this is not our final code yet. From the alphabetic index, you have to confirm that from the tabular list. So when you find I-10, you move to the tabular list to confirm if that is really our code. Let's move to that tabular list. And then we're not going to go for H for hypertension. No, but I, letter I for I-10. Okay, we have IOO to IO9.1. So our code is I-10. Let's move one more page. And here we go. Let's do a close-up. Okay, do you see it here? We have I-10, essential primary hypertension. And that is our final code, I-10. You start your search from the alphabetic index to confirming it to the tabular list, and your final code is I-10. All right, we already did code 2 diagnosis or 2 conditions. Now, let's review before we start coding the third condition. Again, start your search from the alphabetic index, like using a dictionary. Then second, or your last one, is confirm that diagnosis from the alphabetic index to the tabular list. And when you found it, that is your final code. All right, now let's find cirrhosis. Are you ready? Let's find cirrhosis. First step, go to the alphabetic index. We are here in the alphabetic index, and then again, it is like using a dictionary. Let's start with letter C, cirrhosis. Cirrhosis unspecified. Okay, we have here carcinoma to caries, but we are looking for cirrhosis. It's CI. So let's find that. Okay, we have CH here. Okay, here we go. Let's find cirrhosis. Okay, let me zoom in. Okay, we go down and we find the word cirrhosis. Cirrhosis unspecified, the code next to it is K74.60. Are we going to report that code already? No, not yet. We are going to confirm that code to the tabular list. Now, remember that our code here is K74.60. Let's move on now. Let's move on to our tabular list. Are we going to letter C for cirrhosis, or are we going for letter K for K74.60? We are going to letter K. K74.60. All right. We have here hepatitis, fibrosis, and cirrhosis of liver. And then go more down. And you found in here, let's zoom in. Unspecified cirrhosis of liver or cirrhosis, K74.60. And you are correct. You found the code. The code or the final code that you can report is K74.60. All right, coder friends, it's your turn to find the code. Remember to start the search from the alphabetic index and confirm that code to the tabular list. Are you ready? This time, it will be just you who will find the code. And for this condition, we are going to look for hyperlipidemia. Again, it's hyperlipidemia. All right, let's get started. Good job, coder friends. That was a good one. Now, can you find the code for schizophrenia? Find the code for schizophrenia. Are you ready? Let's go. Awesome. That's very good. Now, let's find the code for sore throat. And this time, I'm going to join you. Let's find the code for sore throat. Again, let's start from the alphabetic index. And the word is sore for the letter S. Okay, we found it here, sore, and then the next word is throat, right here, throat. So sore throat, it says here, see also pharyngitis. So let's go back to our alphabetic index, right here. This is letter P for pharyngitis. Let's find the code pharyngitis. And we found it here. Let's do a zoom in. Okay, right here we have pharyngitis. And the code next to it is JO2.9. The code next to pharyngitis is JO2.9. Again, in order for us to verify that code, we have to confirm that from the tabular list. Right here. We're not going for letter P for pharyngitis, but we're going for letter J for JO2.9. And there you have it, JO2.9. Acute pharyngitis, sore throat not otherwise specified. And that's it. That's your code. You can report JO2.9 for sore throat. Okay, friends, this is our last condition to find for today. We are going to look for the code for heart failure. Again, heart failure. Start your search from the alphabetic index. And the word is failure, letter F. Right here, failure, failure, and we are going to find heart, right? So we have here failure, and let's find the organ, which is the heart. Here we found heart. And the code next to it is I50.9. I50.9, is that your final code? Not yet, until we confirm that from the tabular list. All right, let's move on to the tabular list. We're not going for letter F for heart failure. We're going for letter I. Here we go. This is I. All right. Do you find it already? Can you see it already? I can. Here, I50.9, heart failure. Let's zoom in. I50.9, or heart failure not otherwise specified, or heart failure unspecified, is I50.9. That's it for today, coder friends. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are new here, please consider subscribing so you can see more medical coding content next time. Have a nice day, and please don't forget to comment down below what you want to see next. Thank you. Bye.